So earlier this past week, we've got body cam footage of the arrests that the police officers in Florida had to make of the individuals that Ron DeSantis' election fraud task force identified as voting illegally. And the body camera footage, which we discussed in a previous video, basically showed the cops having to explain to people why they were being arrested. The people were very confused. They said that they had told the people they weren't supposed to vote, but the people said, no, you're okay. The cops were actually very sympathetic. But after all of this came out and it was revealed that this was a complete sham on behalf of Ron DeSantis, his administration, specifically the Florida Secretary of State's office, came out and issued this statement to show that, no, we didn't screw up. It was totally those people. Here's what they said. These individuals lied when they registered to vote. We are confident that when all the facts and evidence are revealed through the legal process, these arrests will be upheld in accordance with the law. So that's what you're going with? You're still blaming these people who you say they intentionally lied because they just wanted to vote so damn bad. They were willing to go back to jail for it. Now, I know that at the Florida Secretary of State's office, they got to do what DeSantis basically tells them to do. But you also could have said nothing. Sometimes, in certain circumstances, the best thing to say is literally nothing. Like, no comment. Or you could say, well, we'll see how it plays out in court. That's it. But you went the extra step of saying these individuals willfully did this because you know that you have to be able to show intent. And that is, of course, what the Secretary of State's office is going to have to do when these cases go to trial. I will be shocked if any of these individuals, who were, by the way, majority black, majority Democrats, I will be shocked if any of these convictions are actually if you end up with any convictions, they haven't been convicted yet, they've been charged. I don't think any of these charges are going to stick. And I think the Secretary of State's office knows that. That's why they're trying to frame it as these people lied on their forms, because if they can show that, they can show intent. The question is, how can you prove it? The burden of proof is on you. You have to prove that these people intentionally did this, and you're not ever going to be able to do that. So again, none of these charges are going to stick against these individuals, but by that point, we will have already had the midterms. Ron DeSantis and all the people who think election fraud is real here in Florida will have voted for him because they saw the arrests, but they never watched the follow-through. And that's what's important. That is the part that conservative media loves to always leave out, right? They'll talk about all these great, grand, glorious things conservatives like Ron DeSantis do, but then if they get struck down by courts or shown to be a total fraud, they don't want to touch that, right? They don't want their audience to know that every good thing we praised them for ended up failing. That is exactly what's going to happen with these arrests. But by then, the damage will have already been done, and DeSantis will be back in office for another 4 years. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.